Hey everybody, it's Trevor here and welcome back to Library of Ruina. This time we're playing yet another mod, which is the Green Clock Reception. The Green Clock is a character from the timeline of the Teal Archivist, which we have beaten last time, so I think this is a fitting continuation of that video, but I guess this one is actually the prequel because this is before the Teal Archivist's arrival to the library, and that is shown in the story that we can recall. This is, I think, the only mod with the story in the entirety of the Teal Archivist timeline, so let's look at it. I think it seems to be pretty well made. I mean, the character sprites look kind of wonky, but I think besides that, it's pretty nicely made. So you're leaving for the library, the Teal Archivist, and here is the Green Clock, Dion, or Dayan, or whatever you want to call him. Yep. No, that doesn't mean I'll die without trying. I do believe I'll get through it though. Please don't die, I can't afford to lose someone else. I won't, don't worry. I trust you a lot, you're one of the few people I have left. Whatever happens, happens, but promise me one thing. Do not blame yourself for all that has happened. It will be my loss and I'll take it. As such, I'll be going to the library. I hope you know what you're doing. You are the best friend I could have had. I don't want to lose you like the others. If you died, It's gonna be alright, Angela. I make sure of it. And besides, I won't die if I become a book, right? Kind of, yes. But still, I fear the future. What will Roland do? I fear that all my work would be gone. Don't be. It'll be alright. I trust Roland to do the right thing. I trust my God that I'll survive in one way or another. Okay, I trust your God. Thank you. Now this should be good to go. My gloves. You managed to turn them into the same as Roland's? I still find it impressive that you have such knowledge. I'm not a workshop maker for nothing. Again? I'm not a workshop maker for nothing. Oh, so he is a part of some workshop. Okay. Also, I opened autoplay, so we have to go to the log once again. Thank you, Diane, for all you've done. I'll believe you now. Of course, it's a pleasure. Now let's have a chat with our watchers. Oh, as you can see, the library is expanded, so it is after the... Wait, after the head attack? No, it is after the reverberation sample. Wait. Okay, that's kind of weird. Maybe that's because I have a completed save, so it looks like that. Because I think in the timeline it should be before the reverberation sample attacks and that the arm comes here. Well, that's weird. Okay, once again to the logs, because I didn't read stuff. Round, do you know these people? I don't. I don't know about the Teal Archivist, though I did hear about the Green Clock. He was quite a deadly caller. I took a bunch of crops down by himself. There's rumors about his ability to be able to stop time. Oh, is that Dio? I see. It's... After seeing this Teal Archivist, I need a bit of time for myself. Yeah, that's understandable. I don't even know how she even exists, but I'll take your place in the lobby. Thank you, Roland. So this is the library. I didn't think it would look so similar to the LOB, but here we are. LOB, I guess, is Library of a different city name, because this one is Library of Ruina, and that's Library of something else. Maybe. The Green Clock. Welcome to the library. I'm really bad at this. No, you did good. Hello. Isn't Angela here? I would have guessed she wanted some answers. She's having a moment. You, on the other hand, have a lot to talk about. Understandably so. Ask away. Who is the Teal Archivist, and why does she look like Angela, and why are you even here? A newly made caller. She's from a different reality and escaped to this one. I'm here because you invited me, simple as that. Your invitation was quite clear after all. Considering the many dominoes that have happened before, because of them, I had to come here before someone would have been forced here, I guess it was supposed to mean. Okay then, anything you want to say before I go up? I hope that we will be facing each other, Roland. Take care. You too. And that's the story. Now for the actual fight. We have to fight the Green Clock with his 455 HP and 127 stagger resist, one-on-one. Yep, we have to solo this guy. And that's a lot of HP to take down, I think. And like, that's a double of a stag resist. I'm pretty sure Olivier had much lower stats. Let's actually check before I make any claims. Let's see, I'm pretty sure Olivier had... Yeah, Olivier has like half of that HP. And he also gives buffs to the person against him, like Roland. So we'll have to face the Green Clock without any buffs, and he is much stronger than Olivier, and his pages are stronger as well, so... Let's actually go through his abilities and stats as well. He endures slash damage and blunt damage, and slash stagger is ineffective against him, meaning that we won't have much use for Crystal Atelier outside of actually winning clashes. And Durandal as well, but that can give us strength, so that is still very useful. Speed 4 is a new ability, untransferable. Speed dice slot +1, get an additional speed die at emotion level 3, and another at emotion level 5. This seems to be kind of balanced. It is untransferable, so when we get him we won't be able to give this ability to somebody else, though speed isn't usually transferred anyway. And I'm pretty sure there was speed 4 in the Teal Archivist reception as well, but it was a completely different speed 4, so that's weird. Universal Workshop. Draw an additional card at the start of the scene. Deal on hit half the roll's value as additional damage. This is worded vaguely, but I think it means that when he hits, he also deals 50% more damage as true damage, so it bypasses resistances. That's a really strong ability, which is kind of similar to that of Puppeteer slash stance, but this one is true damage and for every type of die, so it is stronger. Knowing I, heal 2 to 3 stagger resist upon hitting a dice, gain +2 evade power and -2 block power. So as you can understand from this part of the ability, we now know that he uses evade dice over block dice, and that's actually really awful, because evade dice can give him the ability to recover stagger, and by hitting us he also recovers stagger, meaning it is really difficult to stagger him, and that HP is really difficult to take down by itself, so we'll have a bit of trouble with him. And also a lot of his pages have evade dice on themselves, and some give him endurance, I think. I guess not. Last line of defense, at the end of each scene, gain 3 endurance if no other allies are present. That's insane in my opinion, because it buffs even the weakest of evade dice to insane values, and that will be really difficult to fight against. And Lone Fixer, the old ability that gives 3 strengths if no other allies are present. As you might understand, we also have Lone Fixer because there's no way we're doing this reception without Lone Fixer. We also have the strongest enemy's prowess because I like the combination. And we also have Keeping Us Right because we had one more point to use, and I decided to have just some recovery. But I don't think it will be very useful because I think staggering us will be enough for him to kill us, so I don't think any amount of HP recovery will help us at all. For his pages, we have to understand the unknown. Draw 1 page of Singleton Restore to Light as well. So it is a Singleton deck. As you can see, no pages here have any duplicates. Tea Time is a strong page, restores 3 light at the cost of 1, and also draws a page on hit, as well as inflicts 4 bleed. That's actually really strong. And because of the strong evade dice in the front, it can actually easily hit the second die by just winning clashes with the first one. Aftermath Life, draw 2 pages and restores light on hits, meaning that you can go into net gain of 0 light while drawing 2 pages as well and having really strong clashes. Fallout of Others is a strong page that reduces power of all targets' dice by 1, which is really strong because it not only reduces the power of dice clashing against this page, it also reduces power of all dice on the enemy's deck, which is insane. And then we have Tutoring Lessons, which is just counter dice. Pain of Life, which is a really strong page that draws 3 pages, which is kind of the equivalent of Will the Prescript, but stronger, because higher dice rolls. And Iridescent Hour, the page that is used to heal a lot of HP. Actually, when I first beat him, and I did beat him with a Black Silence, so it was a fair fight, he didn't even use Iridescent Hour at all. but it does seem to be a really strong page because of its amount of HP recovery it can produce. But it can only be used at emotional level 3 or higher. The same can be said for Dissuade Capture and I think 04 AM, so we'll go into basically a second phase of the fight as soon as we get to emotional level 3. Dissuade Capture has a leading evader for 2-8 that destroys all dice on the opponent's page on Clash Win, and on Clash Lose it destroys the dice on this page, and the second die is a really strong 11 to 25 slash die with Blade Infliction. So it is basically Martinez attack, but you can destroy the second die. I think therefore I am the strongest page in the Green Clock's kit because it has 3 6 to 12 slash dice and all of them inflict 5 of awful debuffs. 5 Feeble, 5 Disarm and 5 Bind. But I know how to counter this page because, well, when I was first fighting him, I came up with a strategy of just using Learn on it because that's pretty strong. And I think, I'm pretty sure either Mias Pravas or Lone Fixer does not work while you use Learn, so we had to fight on kind of similar turfs, so it was kind of difficult. So let's actually start the fight. He doesn't have any special background or music, but he is still a difficult foe to fight. So we have Pain of Life here and Tea Time. Tea Time is definitely a page that we can easily win a clash against, but we still have to use something strong. I think Ella's Workshop will be alright because it will even out the +2 evade and it will also be buffed by Mias Pravas to I think +2, so that should be enough to take that down. And Pain of Life, I really don't want to Wheels or Crystal Atelier, but I think, oh, I even can't Wheels or Crystal Atelier, well, that's a problem. I think we'll go for Atelier Logic, we'll at least get rid of one die. I really hope we'll luck out and get rid of a second die as well. Okay. Well, we really did. Oh, Mias Pravas, of course. So that was an easy clash. Now we do some damage to him and he's at half stagger already. But that's not for long. Because now he's 4 endurance kick in and he also has Abnormality page with 1 endurance, because he got that after losing some clashes. That's also an awful mechanic. This seems to be a great idea, because we'll probably win the first clash. Well, I guess that's not really guaranteed because he has +3 power and we don't have any endurance, but I'll hope we win. And I can't really do anything about Pain of Life. I can try to Old Boys Workshop the first die. Well, we'll get +2, so we'll probably not take that much damage from the first die, and I think we might win the second clash. Okay. Yeah, we want to clash us here. That's a 20 roll, that's nice. Okay, some damage, but that isn't a lot of damage. Oh, we actually won the first clash on Old Boys Workshop, insane. It wasn't a lot of damage because it's slash, and slash damage doesn't do much to him. Tea Time, Fall Off of Others, once again that page. I really want to get rid of the evade dice. Evade dice are the strongest ones in his possession. Okay, I kind of want to Durandal his Tea Time from our Infinity dice so we can have a lot of strength next scene. So that's exactly what I'm going to do, and then I'm going to Wheels his Fall Off of Others so we can deal some nice stagger damage to him as well as get rid of his nasty evade dice. I hope it will be enough to get me a new emotion level. If it isn't, I'm going to be in trouble. Okay, I'm at 3 and he's at 3 as well. Now we go for Learn, and we also can choose a abnormality page, or even an ego page. I think Frost Splinter is the best one, or maybe Wrist Cutter would be better, but I didn't think. Okay, he doesn't have the strong page yet, so we can still go on without learning. That's nice. We have 5 strengths, meaning that we will have the upper hand in the clashes, though he does have 4 strengths as well, because of his second abnormality page, which gives him strengths after winning clashes. Although I don't think he actually won any clashes, but because he already had this page, they just gave him the one with the strengths. Okay. This might be a clash I want to win. Yeah, I think we have the ability to win this clash. Oh, maybe actually not because of the first die. His away dice are really difficult to fight against. And because I don't deal that much damage with slash dice, I can't really do anything about it. I think 2 attacks will be enough here. If I do this. That will be a +1 from your prowess, so I think it will be alright. And now we can probably just wrangle this if we don't get him staggered. Oh, he staggered on the first attack, so I didn't have to worry about that. That's nice. Okay, this is the time when I use Mook Workshop and I can't really get Furioso here because... Oh wait, I can get Furioso. Mook Workshop is the last one for Furioso, nice. So we'll have Furioso next scene, which is great. Now we also throw in a couple of other pages so we can deal enormous damage to him. I'm not sure if we will kill him right now, I'm sorry for that sound. That was on game. Okay, that's 65 HP on Dion. We have double his HP. And he's not going for anything strong because he doesn't have the light for it. That's nice. Okay, now we Durandal his 0 cost page. And if we lose Industry, we'll do a lot of damage, but I think I want to hold on to my pages right now. I don't think lose Industry will be enough to take him down, and... Oh, I have Furioso, right, okay, this will be definitely enough. Furioso plus LL Logic will be definitely enough. Or not. Okay, let's try doing this, and then we'll Durandal into Tutoring Lessons so we have the Muse Prowess up. Yeah. I think now we've got this. Durandal goes and Furioso didn't kill. Because it's slash attack, right? So it doesn't deal any damage at all. Like, let's see. It's 45, it deals 22. Oh, well, that's not that low. Okay, Marionette. Yeah, here is I think the 4 AM, which is a really strong page that I really don't want to go against. But I'm pretty sure with Will's Industry and Marionette, I've got this. Oh, First Winter. Nope, not First Winter, we don't have enough light for that. So we'll go for Marionette, and then... I guess we can Crystal Atelier, but we're not going to get to that, I'm pretty sure. Oh, when Will's Industry was enough, okay. Right, he doesn't endure that, so I didn't have to count in the Hafen. Well, that is the reception of the Green Clock. We're beating it from in our first try, which was actually kind of unexpected. I expected it to be much more difficult. This went much more smooth than my first try at him. It was a little bit more difficult, and here is his page. He actually doesn't have his icon during the fight because he's the second chapter of Red Mist for some reason, but here we can see his actual icon on the book. It looks like a green Lobotomy Corporation logo with the chain from Jan, the same one. We can burn a couple of books, I've already burned some books. It is kind of the same thing, all the pages are the same, except for, I think the 4 AM, which isn't here. That page was too strong and the creator, I guess, decided that they wouldn't make it weaker and instead they would not give it to the players at all. So here is like a deck for the Green Clock. All the pages are open to everybody else, so we can put it on any deck, except for Disute Capture and Iridescent Hour. So the 2 pages that are enabled at emotion level 3 or higher are locked, so we can't really use them on everybody else, but the page itself is really strong. It is the same abilities without the last line of defense and Lone Fixer, so we only have Speed 4, Universal Workshop and Knowing Eye. It is still a really strong page. Knowing Eye is great because it is basically a mind holder, but better because it is 2 to 3, and it also gives evade power, which makes him work well with his own pages, and everything else is just the same. Also, Universal Workshop is kind of insane. I think it would be really strong when used with Disute Capture or even Iridescent Hour. So these 2 pages are the strongest ones, which is exactly why they're exclusive. And let's actually look at the post-battle story, because there's one as well. As you can see, the battle can be pressed, and here it is, Angela standing by herself. And now this round, okay. He sure wasn't a pushover, that's a color for her. Thank you, Roland, for receiving him. I hope it wasn't too hot. I did push all of my work onto you. Yeah, don't sweat it, it was fine. Though I still have a bad feeling about the Teal Archivist. Let's hope she doesn't show up to mess with us one way or another. Yeah, strange that Diane seems to know where we were watching. I'll go for now. Need my head cleared. See you around, Roland. Alright, see you later then. Ooh, there's more. I actually didn't watch the entire story, I just kind of looked at the first couple of lines and then skipped it so I can experience it here for the first time and be nice talking about her pupil. Is that Diane? It would seem my pupil came here one way or another. You have done well, and for that you will be brought back to my aid. What? Lady Bina? It's a pleasure to see you again, Diane. I'm sure you have many questions to ask. I didn't. I'm just glad you were here, they thought. Still on time as always. Would you mind coming with me to my floor? There's much to talk about after all. Of course, I'm simply getting the hang of myself after I was killed. Do not worry, for it's not the first time this will happen. Understood. Get yourself comfortable in your new being. For now you are much of a caged bird as those out of the city. Is Angela aware of everything inside the library she can hear? As such, yes, she is aware of your presence. I can already tell your confusion. She brought you back to be my fellow librarian, which is why you shall accompany me yet again. Just like in lobotomy, I see. Well, it's a pleasure to be alongside you again, Lady Bina. His face looks so weird when in this image. I'm amazed at the fact that the creator made like an entirely good-looking sprite for the dialogue artwork that you've just seen, and the actual face is this. I mean, it's not that bad, but it's kind of fucked up when comparing with like everybody from the base game. Well, yeah, I did just read that. Beating is enough. Our past has been repeated enough for us to break our shell. It sure has. Would you like to occupy this old woman's time with a cup of tea? As long as the next cup is of my making, with pleasure. And that's the entirety of the Greek clock reception. Let me check. Yeah, for a second I thought my last variant would be renamed into Diane. If that wasn't the case, it would be pretty cool. Also, don't mind this. That's from a different mod. And yeah, that's it for the reception of the Green Clock. It is a really well-made reception, once again, from the same creator as the Teal Archivist stuff that we've seen earlier, and yeah, it's kind of great, these mods. There is another mod which is Twitterly Sword that I'll probably go over next time, which is also really well made from the creator, so you can find the download link to this mod in the description as usual. You can actually see who uploaded it and go through their account, maybe you'll see something you like, because they don't only make these boss fights which are really cool by themselves, they also make a couple of quality of life mods which are really well made as well. So yeah, that's it for today. I sincerely thank you for watching, and I'll see you around. Goodbye!